Well, hello guys, welcome back. I got my solution almost as fast as I had made that video. I went up to the DQ. And I'm trying to figure out who this god is with the wedding rings and everything. Well, do you remember a couple months ago when my wolf ring came in? I got the wolf ring and I got the wedding ring, and the wolf ring is meant for Odin. And do you remember when my wolf pendant was canceled and then it came in the gift box and the gift box says hanged wolf? And so I got that for nothing as like a gift. Train takes a long time to pull into the station, and then that video had the wolf that said "Don't run away from me," that ad, and all the wedding ring stuff. And I'm like, I'm not getting it. And then the Kiss stuff, the Paul Stanley. It was Paul Stanley. I get Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons' names confused. I'm sorry, guys. It's like the brain don't work so well, so I just get their names confused. So we are talking about Paul Stanley, Star Child. He wanted to use them on purpose because he does this, like. And I had a problem with the riff too, with the one earpiece. Now, it was on my left side, which is my dominant side, which was Odin trying to get my attention. And when I asked Odin today if he could fix it, it seems like it's fixed, because I was like, I really don't want to spend $45 or whatever it would cost to try to get this repaired. So that fixed. And he used Paul Stanley because he wanted to make a bunch of points, like the one name of his character for a while was the Bandit, and he wore a mask, you know, like a mask character thing. And I had to Wikipedia this. I totally forgot everything. And of course he did Phantom of the Opera, and he did a bunch of other stuff, and just all these things. And there was like this rainbow thing he was involved with, and all this stuff. And it's like, that was Odin answering me. That was Odin doing that. But if that wasn't enough, as I'm up at the DQ, I go to this god. I said, I just wish you would let me know who you are, and you would do it in a way that I would understand, because I really have to be hit over the head with stuff. I'm not understanding you. And as I'm waiting for my ice cream, it took 3 times for the girl to bring it. The first time she brought it, it wasn't in the cup. So I said, can I have a to-go cup, please? She comes back, still holding the ice cream. Did you say cup or dish? I said, cup, please. And it took a 3rd time for them to bring it over. And by this time, the manager was involved. It was a cup. She said, I'm sorry, I'm still training. So that happened. So that was my 3. And my order was 21, which 3 goes into. And so I would have a 3rd 3. There was a gentleman, older gentleman, getting his ice cream as well. And I'm like, oh, everything's not a sign. And his horn had beeped twice, like, you know, that car alarm thing you had. And I had not really paid much attention to him, but then it beeped 3 times strangely, and I looked over, and that car was the deepest blue I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a car that deep blue. And I'm looking at this deep blue car, and there's this old man getting into it, and I'm like, oh, because I kept getting 3s, which is Odin's number. Some also say 9. I sometimes associate 7 with him. I'm not quite sure why. So he did all that to let me know he was answering me. And on the way home, he says, can you just completely let go of the roof? And I said, I can. But then, you know, once I let go of it, once he assured me everything was okay, he, you know, we started chatting back and forth. Some of that's on Patreon for you patrons. And it was just this thing of, you know, just having more trust and listening to the gods. That's why he was doing the you're not listening thing, and you're not seeing what I'm doing thing. You're missing what I'm doing. So it was all obvious. But he likes to set up games. He likes to set up puzzles for us to figure out. That's his pride and joy when we finally figure it out. Then he's all happy. So it was Odin talking to me. And it was funny because, you know, as I've been researching Odin, you know the types of videos that came up. And one of those videos came up, and I was like, oh, dear Lord. Here we go. This speech sounded better in the original German, but what does this idiot have to say? And I'm getting yay back here. And then the thing came up from the Golden Girls. I swear to the gods, right after that, the thing came up from the Golden Girls of Dorothy telling her friend to go to hell because her friend told her that they couldn't go to this club with this gentleman because this gentleman was Jewish. And Dorothy's like, what does that matter? And she goes, well, they're not allowed. It's an exclusive club. And Dorothy told her to go to hell and threw her out. Yay! And a Tolkien thing came up. So that came up. It was like when you ask him, and he's in a good mood. When he's not in a good mood, you're not going to get anything. But when you ask Odin for signs and he's in a good mood, he will just dump them all on you. And Loki's back there like, yay, yay, yay. And I had set up the temple in a certain way, right? And when I went back in, it just all fell into place. I thought it was for all these gods, and it was all for one god. I mean, not that Loki and Odin are the same god, they're different, so is Thor, but a lot of those gods were the same god having fun with me. So I'm going to have to get his altar set back up in there, since now I know it's his altar. His sea altar isn't here. He is in association with the sea with me, a very strong sea and storm association. So does Loki. A lot of them overlap for me. But I figured I would share that with you guys. And, you know, it's okay to ask the gods for signs. I think in the past I've said, you know, don't continuously worry about it, but sometimes you'll hit periods in your life where if you want to ask for 20 signs, it's totally okay, because it might be like this really big thing. You guys know I don't put entire stock into my horoscope, but my horoscope had been like, you're going to have this big decision to make by midweek, and this will affect the rest of your life. Now, that automatically makes me skeptic, but I was like, oh, okay. So, I don't know. I don't know, but I know it was Odin, so, I'm sorry if that sounds confused. It's just, it's like Odin gives you these torrent downloads of information, and it's just a ton of stuff to unpack. So, you know, it was good he answered. It was good he answered, and Loki's happy, because Loki's been engineering this for years to have Loki and Odin. Now, they're going to fight over who is #1 god. Odin is pretty sure Odin, #1 god, and always best god. And Loki's back there like, I don't think so. So, if there's a fox and a wolf rumbling in my dreams, I won't be surprised. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.